Alright, back on this Eva mod, I'm going to do some porting. So I got to blend in the valve bowls here where I did my valve job. So we'll go ahead and do that. Try not to spend too many hours doing this job. We're only supposed to do a bowl part job, so we'll make sure everything looks good though. We're in here doing it. I'm not going to get carried away and open up the throats of the port though. So that means I'm not going to open this up too much more than it already is. I don't know what intake manifold he's using, so you have to match the port size, the intake manifold. If you got a small manifold, do a small port. If you got a big manifold, you got to do a big port. Okay, start on the exhaust. That's where the head's being held up, so we'll use that. I don't know if you can see very much, but basically we need to clean this up through here to get rid of that edge. Where's my cutter at? Let's see. There it is. So we're going here with this one right here. And just knock this out. We don't want to cut this all the way to the seat. You want to make a radius in here. But you do want to make a straight line from back there to here. It's like you want this to be a straight line from here to here. So you got to cut out this whole area right under here. It has to be cut out. Over here we got a valve guide bossing away a little bit. We got to blend that into here and make a nice even cut through here. And up under here, not really much being done up under there because it's already pretty good. Just gotta blend it a little bit. You put your finger in there, you can feel the high spots pretty easily. Just got these humps like this. You cut the hump off, and it's nice and straight. That's pretty much what we're doing. Not redesigning the port, just knocking off some stuff that's in the way. Now we can also use a bigger cutter, like this, if there's room. And it's like on this motor, we have some room to do that, but not a lot. Let's see how much we can do with it. I try to use the biggest cutter as I can. It tends to work better. Okay, we just cut the high spot away. So right there now it goes straight in. All the way down the bottom of the bowl down here. Or this is the throw of the port. My finger in there. This is the throw of the port way down here. We don't want to cut that too deep in there. We just want to kind of blend it in. So I cut a trough right to there. Now the small one here, we can go in here and get closer into the guide. But I'll blend it up here a little bit. I'll use my other cutter for that. We'll use this one here for doing this because this will actually follow the seat and blend in, and I radius with this. It's a finer finish, leaves a little better finish. I go over here and knock this side out while I'm at it, so we'll do that next too. Kind of work on it from both sides. Just don't do everything on each side of the port. You gotta go back and forth, otherwise if you overcut too much on one side it screws things up. So, a little bit of time. This one over here is not too bad already. A little bit of a hump there a little bit. Pretty big in there. Yep, you can feel it. It gets high, it goes over the mountain. And knock the mountain away. guide boss off. I wanted to right there, so I'll be careful about that next time. Gotta watch out for that. So I don't like cutting the valve guide boss away like that. It's a little bit too much cutting right at that one spot. So you gotta be careful. Okay, I'm gonna blend it with this one a little bit. Blend in there. See, we blend it right through here. You see that's all low spot right there, the gray. We're leaving that because I don't want to cut the port that big. I'm just blending it down to the bottom of that. Over here, we're trying to make a little bit of radius. So I got this trimmed out, and I got switch cutters to make the smaller cutter in here to make it more of a radius. So I go back and work on those spots. So you just work on different sections of the port. Knock out the worst spot first. Whatever looks like it's the worst, take care of it. Okay, smoothing up a little bit, knocking off some stuff. Excuse me. There's a pointer around this place. Find me a pointer. There's a pointer. That's a very long pointer. Alright, so I was grinding this back wall. Oh, where am I at? Right over here out. Making this nice straight shot right through here, like that. Made this a straight shot through here. This pointer's too short. Yeah, that'll work. So we knocked off the valve guide boss right along in here. Trying to keep the boss up here so we don't have a problem. Over here I cut away this corner here a little bit. Like I said, we're too thin right here already, so don't cut no more over there. And made this trough here nice and even, coming right around like this. Making a nice even trough, so it wraps around nice and smoothly right around that. The arrow follows the same thing, it comes out the other side nice and smooth. See? And blended this up in here just a little bit. Radius this up in here. Clean that up, and I'm working the radius over here. Trying to keep this radius as high as we can. Don't cut that corner away. Do not cut this area out right in here. Just kind of smooth. Do all your work right down through here. See how it goes nice and rolls in there real nice and straight? That's what you're trying to do. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit more smoothing, and then I'm going to flip it around the other way. Back to a flatter profile here. Makes things more straight. Okay, feels good. So I always let my finger do the walking. The finger tells you where the highs and lows are real easy. If your finger rolls in there real nice and you don't have any high spots that hit you, right now there's some stuff up in here I got to deal with way down in there. Probably get a little deep with a cutter. This side here rolls in there real nice in this way. That's what we're trying to do. I got that one spot deep in the corner there I don't like. I'll try to cut out with this. Pretty deep in there, so it's hard to get to. Do all that right here. Most of it got cut out. That should be done from the other side anyway. Alright, after you get it roughed in this direction, I'm going to go ahead and flip it around, work on it from this side. I'm really trying to open this up any bigger because it's already pretty big. I just want to blend the walls in a little bit. Like this. So that spot I was working on was right here. Where my finger is, I was blending that area. I got better access to it this way. There's a hump right there. I'm trying to get that hump out. This is obviously plenty big through here and it's shaped really nice. Nice even long radius. So this doesn't need to have anything done to it. Just want to blend it right there is all we need to do. I gotta get something there to blend with. So I need something a little more aggressive to cut more. Sometimes it works better to be more with a coarser bit to cut out what you want. Light RPM, light load, does more cutting than with high RPM, low load. You got more control of what you're taking out. You really want to take out certain spots. Trying to make it a radius like the rest of the port is here. Alright. Coming from this side. There, it's starting to feel pretty good now. Starting to roll in there real nice. We switch over a little bit finer bit. See our finger rolls in there real nice and clean. Goes right in the part where I didn't cut. Blends in there nice. This is fairly even. The finish is fairly even. It's not real rough. You come in and just kiss it with a grinder here a little bit if you want. Back, I got some room to work. Trying to knock off some of the unevenness. Really hard to do. Little ripples and stuff in there. Pretty much all just cosmetic. You can see all the low spots, dimpling going on in there. That's just the uneven casting. Just trying to knock off some of the high spots so it's more even. It's really hard to make something round and smooth. You can feel it, but it's hard to get rid of it. So anyway, that's plenty. The key part was up here, was choked off. Up here where my finger is. That's what really mattered. Alright, I got to go on the other side of the port. It'll be the same thing. Different angle. So that wall, you can see right here, it blends in. It's a pretty even blend, but it's a little bit uneven on the very down the bottom. It's got like this kind of thing going on between where I had two cutters going this way, that way. You got two bits coming in. You got a high spot in the middle. That's what's in there right now. Other than that, the port's blended in pretty good. There's a little bit of a hump right in here. Right here on this side, right there. I'll knock that out. You can feel it pretty easy with your thumb, your finger when it's in there. You'll see it more after I grind it. It's going to be smooth right there. All right, so it's hard to get the dimples out of there. Once again, use the coarse bit, light pressure, low speed. Try to come at an angle where you go across it like this, not like this. I'm trying to make it bigger through there, it's already big. Trying to get that spot out. Got a lot of it. So this is that high spot. Try where the bolt boss goes through here. And down the very bottom of the hole down there, right through here. The raised spot is now gone. Pretty much, yeah, it's still in there just a little bit. I gotta work on it from the other angle. Gotta go back and forth from two different angles. Now this is easier to take out with more of a flat bit. Instead of this curved one here, use a flat one. Like this one. See, flat ones take off radiuses real quick and make it straight edge. So we'll use that one. Helps to have the right tool. That's why they make all these different profiles for doing different things. high spot through there. Blend it in down here just a little bit, so now get a nice straight shot. You can see the gray spot in there about halfway in. That's a low spot. Leave it. I'm not trying to cut that out. We might blend it from the other side a little bit. And you can see what it blends it up in the top of the port up in here. Don't need to cut that out either. You don't need to cut the whole port, just parts that are problem areas. Alright, flip this around. Maybe I can work on it from this side. Okay, now I gotta go in here and clean out the port from this side again. So you just go from different directions. So I'm gonna try to smooth this out some more here and blend this corner in here and work on this radius just a little bit more, but not much. I won't be cutting any more out of the short side. Stay out of that damn area. Do a lot of damage real quick. Okay, I don't think you can see anything. Yeah, bad angles. Behind me, you can't see much more either. Alright, where is my cutter we're going to use? Use this one here. Don't see what I'm looking for. Geez, right in front of me. This is my dull one. This one you take the short side where it's pointed on the back side and dulls it slightly. Doesn't really cut much though. Come back from the other side now. Okay, so you can see I blended all this in through here. Kept the short side up pretty high, radiused it in, cut it out a little bit through here. This is high right through here, so see now it kind of rolls in a nice radius. And you got to roll it in this way also. A little bit of a hole over here, low spot, which is factory. That gray area is a low spot. I don't like it, but it's in there. I can't not take it out too much. I'm going to cut it from the other side right, where the end of this rod is on the other side of that low spot. Try to smooth it in a little bit. The rest of this looks pretty good. This side here is pretty good too. I'm going to roll it around a little bit and hit it with my dull cutter just to knock it down. Just kind of smooth up any areas over here. Just as another layer of smoothing, a little bit finer. That's all we're doing. Alright, so back on this corner. Try to work on that little hole down in there I don't like too much. So that's built in. It's Harley's hole, not my hole, but it's there, so I'm trying to blend it a little bit. The problem is blending it without making it worse. That's the hardest part. It's easy to make a hole deeper, and that's what you don't want to do. Alright, a little better. Still a hole in there I don't like. I'd just as soon not have that hole in there, but oh well. Alright, that'll work. So now I radius this in through here a little bit. So look at the angle that comes in nice and smooth through here, nice and smooth to the bottom like this, and along the wall over here on the side. This wall over through here. Alright, that's it for the exhaust. So 99% of what we did was in the bowl over here. Actually a little bit more less than that, because I did cut this side out here. So I did a little bit over here. We got 10-15% right here. We opened that up. The rest of this stuff was all nothing, cosmetic, doesn't do anything. So all your port work is in the bowl, which makes it flow through here. So you can see how it flows in real nice, and you can flow down both sides of the valve guide real nice. And this side here comes out this side of the pipe, and this side over here comes out this side of the pipe. So they come together nice and equal, back together, and up your exhaust pipe. So that's what you want. You again. Your shovel motor don't look like this.
No. Is that the 3/8 fine tip?
Yeah, it's kind of a bottoming tap though. What's the other one?
That's just the bolt I was going off of.
Okay, there's a black one that's more all black all over with a little bit more of a point to it.
Yeah.
Just a bottoming tap.
But it's going to go through in it, or no?
If it doesn't start in easily, don't use this one. But if it catches the thread and goes in, use this one.
Okay, cool.
Because that'll go all the way through the whole nut.
Okay.
Otherwise, get the other one and get it started, going about halfway.
Yeah.
And then swap to that one.
Okay.
But don't cross-thread it on me.
All right. He's
working on the chrome FX in the other room. He's in charge of cleaning the chrome out of the thread instead of me. That's a good plan on my part. I don't have to do it. Alright, so that's the exhaust port. Now we can go ahead and do the intake port. Intake's going to be the same thing, except opposite. So, this one here, there's a little humpies on one of these two sides. Yeah, this one feels pretty good. There's a little small one right here, but not much. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to do bowl blending. This one's really, really light blending right here. So just barely kiss this side. This whole port's pretty much not much to do on it. Switching sides. Going over here. So you can see we only got a little bit of bowl work under here. Blend in there. Blend in there. That's about all there is to it. Straightforward. We're not making the port bigger, we just made the throat of the port here, the bowl, the same size what the port was under it. That's all I did. We're not making the port bigger, we're just putting it all together. More uniform flow, as I like to call it. And put this over here. Get a good view of my shoulder this way, I guess. Alright. Small one first to get in there tight, under the valve guide. Okay. Come on with the bigger one after this one. So I just knocked it a little bit right there where the valve guide is. Lightly cut the triangles. Now I'm going to blend it from here where my finger is with a bigger cutter. I'm going to use that big cutter. Good. Other side. Big long radius all the way through here now. Goes from this side over to here. And here again. So we got a nice good bowl area action going right through here. Nice even radius. And we got one over here coming from this side and X is over like this. So this whole area has been cut away. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean up slightly with the finer one. And then we're going to come back with the straight one. We'll come down and cut the walls down here, blend this all in like this. 90% of the cutting is already done. At the bottom of the bowl, it's going to do the side of the bowl. Got a nice smooth bottom bowl. And then we blend the side over here, blend it up over here. So now it comes in through here. Cut up underneath there a little bit, we can't see also. This one here is a little bit hard to do from this angle, so I'm going to roll the head over a little better so I got better access. I don't want to dig in here too deep. It's at a bad angle where I can't really feel or see anything. I have to get it from the other side. I also got to flip around coming from the other side port also. So rotate the ports around so you get access to what you need to cut. Instead of trying to butcher something you can't get to. So now you can see what I was doing over here. See, it's kind of uneven. I was starting to dig in over here where I didn't really want to dig to. I'm trying to blend it right here where my finger is, and I'm cutting way over here. So I don't want to be cutting. Trick is to know when to stop and get a better angle of attack. I'm using a steel valve seat as the radius arc curve, whatever you want to call it. Gives a nice even cut all around. I'm just going to blend it. Let's see if I can show what I did. Alright, so I'm cutting all that through here, blending in, recut the radius in the back a little bit, stayed off the top. Get a little bit of a curve going that way, but not too much. Now I got to flip it around coming from this other side so I can work on this better. But we want to stay off this area here, and very, very light blending right where my finger is. And you can see how there's a hole right under here kind of thing going on. Some of that I put in there, some of it's from Harley. So you gotta be careful not to make holes. They're easy to do and hard to get out. Let's see, this angle here to be correct for this side. Alright. Opposite side of the port now, down low. Just as cast in here, lightly smooth it up, see if anything pops up in the way. Took the valve guide boss by accident. Real careful on that short side. Did a lot of cutting right here. Nice and even. Barely touched it up here. You can see all the low grade spots in there that's original. A little radius on the top here. Very, very little though. It's original right there. I knocked it off right behind it. Blend it from this side. staying out of that area. Same thing here, you make a nice long radius up under here, but stay out your short side. If you make this better here, you cut this. You want to not cut that. So you have a little bit of a hump there. When you get further down, it goes nice and even. And don't make a big hole right here where my finger is. That's easy to do. And I blend it in over here on the port on this side, knocking out that little high spot there. Okay, so let's get that one side of the port done. Now when you rotate the head up a little bit, you get a totally different angle approach. Now you can see where you got the original casting in there. A little bit high right here. I was working on it, but now you get a better angle of working on it. So we can just hit it just a little bit. Not too much. It's pretty well 90% where I want it, at least. 95% probably. I just want to see if there's any angle in here. Now you pretty much hold the cutter at the angle you want to cut at. And kind of see where you're at. So if you're trying to make this smooth from here to here, you don't cut this angle, you don't cut at this angle, you cut at the angle you want to cut at. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to hold at the angle I want. There's a little bit of a high spot right here where my finger is. We're going to try to eliminate. Alright, very, very little metal came out. So we get close to this edge. We're not quite to it yet, but we're almost. And you can see I blend it from here to here. There's a little bit of a high spot right here. I just took it out and blended it in. We already did it over on this side. We only were working right here. Okay, so that's got a nice smooth flow now. Okay, now we're going to flip over to the other side over here and do this other side. Oh, looks like I hit it with a cutter on this side. Hey, dumbass, hit the wrong side of the port. That's it, you're fired. See, I kissed it over here by mistake. Not enough to worry about, but try not to do that. That's not good doing that. Looks like crap when you do that. Amateur hour. Don't do that. Okay. So you pretty much hold the grinder at the angle you want to cut at. Alright, that's about it. Same thing, I took a little bit of a hump out that's right here. Blend it over to the bottom of the wall over there. Nice straight shot coming out. Smooth up the wall a little bit. You can still see all the low spots in there from the factory. Just knocked off the high. You can see that casting line that's going through there. Smooth that up. So that's pretty well good to go. So you can see the blend line between here and here were two different angles for cutting. But some transitions nice and smooth coming through there. Okay, so I'm going to lightly flip this around over to this spot. Check it. I think it's good, but flip it around and I get a better view of it. That's your short side over here. Hold it at this angle over here, I guess is the best way. No real good way on that one. Try not to scratch the paint up, the coating on the cylinder also. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little light blending right here. It's pretty nice, but a bit of transitional air difference right here. I'll lightly blend this, take this hump off just a little bit. Damn it, where's the camera dropping down? Cut it right through here. It's going to blend in a little better. This side's pretty good over here already. Just going to blend this sharp edge, this ridge right here. That's all we're going to do. Little light blending. Back a little bit so I can get in there better. Alright. Dangerous area to be cutting. Be careful. Okay, basically I just blended it from here across to here. Took out that ridge that was right there. Now I can go all the way from that side of the port around to this side. We still got a little sharp edge up under here. We're going to leave that a little bit. We'll lightly blend that just a touch, but not much. And over here we already had a good radius going, so we're going to leave it alone. Probably cut right here just a little bit more. Just a little sharpness right there. I'll blow that out, and I'll smooth. Very minute changes. Very easy to make it worse, so be careful. Okay, I'm going to take my real fine one here. I'm just going to blend across the top. Pretty much what a sanding roll does too, but I don't like sanding. Alright, so now you can see it's smoothed up. Take a little lip on the very top, blend it into the stuff that's already there. I didn't cut anything on the top. Blend in the corner over here pretty good. Blend over here real nice. Now I'll flip it around and do one more blend from the other side. And we should be done with this head. A lot of different transitional areas going through here. It's pretty smooth right now. A little bit of something right here. You can feel that's just a big hole that Harley has here. Harley has that in there, not me. That's their casting problem. All I can do is kind of deal with it a little bit. Try not to make it deeper. Just make it smoother. Alright. So what we do on that side, just kind of Slightly blended out a little bit more right there. Not getting that, the hole is still there, but the sharp edge is gone. That's his parting line right through here. That's what I was catching on, because there's a hole right there and it's high over here. Blend it up into the short side there. Probably could do a little bit more right here, but boy, that is delicate through here. Best just to leave it alone. Can make it worse real quick. Cut away too much. It's worse than having a little bit of unevenness through there. Flip around this other side. Double check it real quick. Looks pretty smooth already, but let's come in here, double check it. Double check them as you hit it with a grinder. Just knock it off there a little bit right there. I don't even see much, but that's it. Alright, so there you go. Nice smooth transitional area into there. So slightly radius there, but not much. Keep that as high as you can. We're good. Alright, now the thing left we gotta do is clean up this mess out here on the outside edge. You can also blend these around in here a little bit if you want to, just to knock off a little bit on this edge here. That stuff's all on the surface. It's inside the combustion chamber, so it all matters a little bit. You can easily hit your seats too, so you gotta be careful. Alright, see, you blend that a little bit. Camera's blocking what I'm trying to look at. Okay. So you're doing just knocking off the little ridge right there. Boom. The exhaust is already doesn't have much on there because it wasn't cut very deep. So this one you can't really do much to it, so make it work. So you got to stay off the seat. If you hit the seat, you get to redo it. You can't put a valve there because we're cutting right up to the valve face, not the valve would keep you from getting in there. Right, stay out of that. It's going to make it worse. Alright, so I blend that. Now you just do the surface up here. That's called delicate grinding right there. Bad angle. Alright, come on from this angle. Camera over here out of the way. Okay, I'm going to blend this area in here right here. This is my dull bit. Doesn't cut very much, so I'm going to use a more aggressive bit. You can use one of these and get real aggressive. See how this one works.
I'm all done fucking shit up.
You are?
Yeah,
You sure?
I'm out of here.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm just starting to screw my stuff up. Just wait until we get to your heads.
Hopefully mine don't need any of that.
You just don't need none of that?
No.
You
Better
sure?
not.
It doesn't need any of this? It might.
I'll either be back Thursday or Friday.
Okay, I'll be here either way.
Okay.
All right, see you
All
later.
right. Thanks, Tatro.
Lock the front, close the front door. I think it's
got it.
closed. Got a load mark up in here. It's bouncing me all over the place. Pissing me off. Tip dip in here. Right on a tip. See, if I use a coarser cutter, I could cut this quicker. All right, back in it. But in there I don't like. Come back with a fine one. Much better. All right, good as new. All right, here's what our combustion chamber looks like now. So it's all blend in so the air comes right across, hits this radius, fine. Exhaust, same thing, air comes in, shoots right down the valve. It's unshrouded. Take the little lips off on this other side. Good to go. We'll leave a sharp edge right here. Those come out best with like a little big burring tool right here. Try not to hit the seat, top of the head though. Like that. That cuts better with the other direction. There we go. Do the same across here instead of using a die grinder. There you go. This has a radius edge to it, so leaves a better finish. Alright. So yeah, that's what it looks like all ported out. So there you go. Now we gotta do the same thing with this port over here. See, that's what it looked like before. That's what it looks like after. Just a little work. Port flow through that thing. Nice, good flow up to around both valves. There it comes in real nice. It's like straight up in there. All right, that's it for this head. I'm gonna do the other head.